I'm going to tell you something interesting. In the far-off year of 2024, 40% of people on Earth play a confangled thingamy called video games. But right now, in the year 1958, a wacky fellow named William Higginbotham is developing an interactive display to show at his exhibition. His brand new fangled creation invites players to control the force and angle at which a simulated tennis ball is hit. This is why Space War is considered to be the first, even though when you ask people, they think Pong was the winner. It was the first to become commercially successful. It was so successful that soon after its release, other companies started creating their own Pong clone. In the years following, Atari released many sequels that built upon the original gameplay of the first, like a version of Pong that was available to play at home. When other companies saw the success of the home version of Pong, they started making their own versions, causing a series of rise and falls in the video game market because of oversaturation and a lack of innovation. Let's do this. After the drought of innovation came advancement in technology, leading to the golden age of arcade games, which further caused the home console market to flourish with entries like Space Invaders, Frogger and Pac-Man. The early 1980s arcade game was a vibrant industry. The US alone was generating $5 billion of revenue annually, and in 1982, the number of arcades doubled. Not long after the collapse of the home Pong console market, Atari released the Atari 2600. Wow! It wasn't the only system with swappable cartridges, but it was the most popular by a landslide. Upon seeing the popularity of all these games and home consoles, many different companies started pumping out clones of more popular titles until the entire market was full of identical slop. The popularity of the most famous Atari games led them to overestimate their sales in their new releases. The most popular example of this happening is commonly thought to be the cause of the 1983 North American video game craze.
Wow, Kazow, Bazinga, it's the 90s, baby. We got a ton of games that were the bomb, like Super Mario 64, Doom, Final Fantasy VII, Street Fighter 2, Shaq Fu of course. But, oh no, how am I ever gonna play these games? Dear God, Shaq, I'm sorry. The Sega Genesis was the console to have. Everyone wanted one, selling over 30 million units worldwide. Sonic was the face of gaming, and everyone thought, can't get much better than this. The SNES was the console to have. Everyone wanted one, selling over 49 million.
I thought the Sega Genesis was the console to have.
Oh, well the SNES had more sales.
Yeah, but the Sega Genesis had over 1,000 video games.
But the SNES has over 1,700 games.
Only 700 of those are accessible in the West.
Well, you stink.
Oh yeah? The Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
This bickering and arguing between consumers led to a lot of money for Sega and Nintendo. This led to other companies wanting in on it. In the early 2000s, companies were releasing consoles and games like sparkling pants and shiny shoes. Bam! PlayStation 2. Boom! Original Xbox. Pow! Nintendo GameCube. All incredibly influential consoles that paved the way for modern video gaming. But none were as influential as the Wii. I mean, the Wii was incredible. We got games like Wii Sports, with Wii Golf, Wii Boxing. There was something sinister lurking in the dark. Something evil, you could say. Mobile gamers! Mobile gamers! Mobile gamers! Unlike the Wii, mobile gaming was terrible for the modern gaming industry. And that was for one reason, and one reason only. Microtransactions. MTX, also known as microtransactions, is a business model where users could purchase in-game goods with micropayments. And this is what led to the gaming industry's downfall.
Even among the stunning advancements in technology like VR, hyper-real graphics, it's clear to see that the main driving force between everything in the industry today is money and greed. Companies today are handing out DLCs, season passes, memberships, online subscriptions, and microtransactions. A good example of microtransactions is in Overwatch 2. Some specimens even spend up to £25 for a single skin made for dirty to themselves and beg for seconds. But microtransactions are not the end of it. Games in general are getting more expensive to buy.
So, in the end, who knows where the gaming industry is going? Maybe it could get better, maybe it could get worse. All we do know is I caused my game to be here. That's a wrap! Ugh.